Yo, 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 it's your boy Q Will, and you're not tuned in into another episode of Beyond the Ego, the podcast. Um, First of all, I just want to say, man, today is a beautiful day. Today a great day. Beautiful Saturday evening. Beautiful Saturday evening, man. Y'all get up, enjoy your day, go be productive. Grocery shop, clean them houses up. Spend some time with them kids. Shout out to all the parents. I've been seeing everybody. It's spring break right now for the last past couple of weeks, and I've been seeing a lot of parents get out, actually spend some time with these kids, taking them places, showing them new things. Hats off to these parents out here. Hats off to the parents out here. Get up, enjoy the day, beautiful Saturday today. Life is great. Life is great. No complaints. I couldn't ask for nothing that's better, nothing at all. Healthy, kids healthy, talking to my mama, talking to my siblings, and life feels incredible. Like life feels incredible. Life feels tremendous right now. Shout out to all the kids out there that's been going to prom. My son go to prom next week, man. And once again, like I want to say, shout out to all the parents out there that been doing their thing. These kids look fabulous. They look amazing. They look amazing. Shout out to the parents out there. Today's episode, I want to tune in and speak on a very, very sensitive subject when it comes to both men and women. Like these are like some of the this is a subject topic we can speak on for years. Women gonna have their point of view about it. Men's gonna have their point of view about it. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm a father of seven, a father of seven, and it hasn't been perfect, but I've been present for the most part, and it's been challenging, been very challenging. I started off as a teen parent, and I can honestly say it made me and saved me. I can't complain. Like probably fatherhood is probably like the biggest challenge. I mean, the biggest blessing that I've ever been blessed with in my life, especially being a father at an early age, growing up where I grew up. Like, boy, you know anything about, Deal City 229, like it's make it or break it. You either winning or you losing. It's that simple. And yeah, I want to dive into it. This thing, very sensitive subject for us. I want to speak on it. And y'all, when I upload, this episode, y'all, like I always say, y'all make sure y'all hit the inbox, IG, TikTok, wherever you see me at, wherever you follow me on. Let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it. But let's talk about this co-parenting thing. Let's talk about this co-parenting thing. Man. Co-parenting, sensitive subject in our community, in our culture. Women gonna feel how they feel about it. Men gonna feel how they feel about it. Me personally, I don't feel as if it's a right or wrong answer to co-parenting. My personal opinion about it is just only communication. Communication and understanding as well. And I think we all need to do a better job of that, of communicating and understanding, especially when it comes to these kids. Especially when it comes to these kids, cause a lot of times, in the midst of us co-parenting and us having disagreements about certain things, like we ain't hurt nobody but these kids. And as as I can see right now, like co-parenting is hindering these kids in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. And even with co-parenting, I say this too, like just the root of it all. Like when we out here, men, women, when we out here meeting each other and we going into these relationships, man, like we real deal need to do a better job of deep diving into who we laying down with and having these kids with. Like we real deal need to do a better job and deep dive into things of that nature. Like we got to do a better job seeing who we laying down with and having these kids with. And a lot of this stuff can start being prevented because truth of the matter is like you're gonna be having you some kids. First of all, you need to be married and and having a great marriage before you start bringing kids into this world. Like that's just law. That's just law. You need to be married and been done at least been around each other. I want to say a minimum between 3 years before you start bringing kids in this world and see what you're dealing with because it can all go so left. And bringing kids into this world without even having a real understanding, a real two-parent household, like that's a strike against us right now. Like that's a strike against us right now. Like we got to do a better job of bringing these kids into the world and being more stable and versus like whether it's that financially wise or whatever it may be. Start doing a better job of that, and a lot of this stuff will be eliminated. The co-parenting thing, majority of the co-parenting thing will be eliminated. Now, granted, I get it. You get into relationships with certain people, and it just don't work, and get divorces or whatever it may be, and there you have it, co-parenting in full effect. But I don't want to get off the subject of co-parenting. Let's take a deeper dive into the subject. Co-parenting, understanding, form of communication. Let's do a better job of that. Now, for I've been a father for 21 years, and it's been a rocky road on my behalf, also on the mother of my kids' behalf. It's been a very, very rocky road. Like I say, growing up, young father, young mothers could never get a certain level of understanding. And I see that a lot in our community. Just being young, no understanding, no knowledge of what it takes to even raise a kid. And it brings so much turmoil into each other's life. This co-parenting thing is something that, as a unit, we gotta get better with and learn how to deal with. Put all our personal emotions and stuff like that to the side for the kids. Cause I'm starting to see a lot of these kids crash out. I'm seeing a lot more kids be more disrespectful. A lot of these kids having a you can't really tell me too much of what to do attitude because um you ain't did enough in my life, or my dad ain't been in my life enough, or my mama said this or my mama said that. Like, nah, we gotta stop that. Like, we gotta stop that and do a better job of this co-parenting. As I always like to do, accountability. So men, I'm finna get on us first. Then I'll switch the tables, turn the tables over into my personal experience, what I think about as far as the women. But first of all, with the men, when we out here in this world and we having these seeds, we having these kids out here in this world, 99% ain't good enough. And I mean that with the utmost respect. Now, like I said, once again, granted, if you out there doing your best, doing the best that you can do, I completely understand that as well. But if you giving 99% and you're able to give 115%, come on, man, the mother's gonna need that extra what that'll be extra 16%. Like they gonna need that. It's a lot of weight and a lot of value in the other percentage right now. Co-parenting, fellas, there's more than going to get these kids on the weekend, going to pick them up, taking them out for McDonald's and ice cream, letting them buy them video games, spending a couple of dollars on them here and there. Like, co-parenting is more than that. Now, like I said, if that's all you can do, then hats off, because I haven't been the best father I could be in my early years. But with time went on, we learn. But co-parenting, fellas, and understand why some of the mothers of your kids are always upset, nagging, and mad. When we speak upon co-parenting, fellas, are you at them dentist appointments? Are you down there waiting on them at the barbershop 24/7. When that kid ain't feeling good in school or acting up in school, is your name on them forms for you to go out there and pick that child up? Or are you able to go out there, or are you able to pick that child up and sit in the doctor office with them for hours on top of hours? Um, it's plenty of things that come into this co-parenting thing. Are you showing up for all the events? Or are you going out on these field trips with these kids? Or like are you real deal at the end of the day? Are you that dependable parent all the way around the table when we speak on co-parenting? And it's a lot of us men's not. It's a lot of us men not. We get caught up into our own jobs, and a lot of us have our own families that we have started outside of that kid, and we be so caught up and focused on certain things that you know yes, fellas, we be given the bare minimum, and maybe a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want to just sit here and say bare minimum, but I believe it is things that we could do differently and a little bit more. Dependability could enhance a little bit more if we just put a lot of our personal things to the side and understand what it real deal takes to be a father. And when I say that, fellas, like, are you showing your daughters the true essence of what love is? When you look into your son's eyes, go and pick him up or spending quality time with your son, is that fella right there, that little boy potentially looking at you, looking up to you and saying, that's a man I want to be like when I grow up. Is your son are you somebody that your son can actually look up to? And be honest all the way around the table. When your son see you, he paying attention to how you treat women, how you respecting women, how you talking to his mom. Are you jobless? 50% of his life, are you showing up? Are you it's for us older guys, are you talking to them about sex and how to carry themselves and things to do and not to do, like things of that nature? Like, and with your daughters, are your daughters looking up to you like a king? My dad is somebody that I would like for my boyfriend to have some of the same qualities as my father. And going back to co-parenting, a lot of us is failing with these type of things. A lot of us are failing with these type of things. We need to start taking a deeper dive into showing up for these kids, and doing a little bit more, like going the extra mile, because 80% of the time, 75% of the time, a lot of our kids live with their moms. Their moms got jobs and got lives of their own, and I can see where it becomes draining at times. I can honestly see where it becomes draining at times. For the longest, I couldn't understand, when the mother of my kids spoke on certain things, and, well, your child stay with me, and, your child use water in his house and use lights in his house, and, etc. I was one of them guys that felt like, well, man, that ain't my problem. That's your house. If you can't handle it, let my child come stay with me and blase blase. But that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, truth of the matter is, like, that child is living in that woman's house. That child and everything that come with that child, and 50% of that child's lifestyle is also your responsibility as well, whether you in house or out house. Like, it's just that simple. 50% of that child's lifestyle, you know, you held accountable for that. It's just that simple. And a lot of us, let's like just get too comfortable with only contributing to 30% of that child lifestyle. And it's not enough. It's not enough. And that's where you see these women be frustrated at, and they start calling us deadbeats. And, half of the mother of our kids, like, man, these folks can't even speak to us. They can't stomach to even be around us half the time. I've been there before. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Keep it real. I got a lot of baby mamas. Got a lot of baby mamas, and it took a long time for and this might be for all of us, sir. Men's like, let me go, and I'm finna switch right over into the women. Now, women, I want to say this right here. Understanding, depending on when you mean a man, what stage what stage he's at in his life as well. Because you know, a lot of y'all women, like, y'all need to understand too now and have some, like, take accountability to who you laying down with and what you laying down with. And I say that to say this, like, a lot of like some of this is y'all fault as well and can be prevented as well too. Start opening them legs up so easily and don't know what you're laying down with. Like, stop opening your legs up so easily and have no clue of what you're laying down with. Now, mothers, on the other hand, goes back to understanding. Y'all have to understand that, the child, the father of your child also have a life as well. And, that don't mean milk this man. That don't mean have financial limitations on how this man can be a father, because a lot of y'all out there do it. And a great example is, if I don't provide for the child, or if we don't provide for the child of your likeness, it's limitations on how we can parent a child, how we can discipline the child, when we can come get the child, things we can say to the child. Like, all of that type of stuff has to stop, because once again, going back to it, it's only hurting the child. It's only hurting the child. Mothers, start taking the father of your child lifestyle into consideration. You have to. It's not fair, but you pretty much have to. How do you expect this man to be what he's supposed to be to your child if everything you do is bad mouthing this guy? Everything you're trying to do is bring him down. You trying to tie a noose around this man's neck and hang him. Man, like, bro, we are all human beings, and guess what? We all have fickle feelings. So I don't care what type of man or what type of father, like, you think you may be dealing with. Man, your actions gonna affect this man. Your words gonna affect this man. It shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately, we humans, we got real feelings. It's gonna affect this man. Some of this stuff, mothers, y'all have to have and understand it, and start making certain plans so the father are able to help you out more with the child. If you depending on, and something as simple as knowing and respecting this man's work schedule. If this child had to be at the dentist at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, know the father work schedule, communicate so he's able to actually get off of work and come take the child. Give this man a couple weeks heads up so this man can put his 2 weeks in when it's time to go to a doctor appointment. Don't just be reaching out spur of the moment and expect this man to drop his life and do what he's supposed to do as a father. It don't work like that, because at the end of the day, he still got a lifestyle that he's also accountable for. So on that, we got to do a better job of communicating, man. We got to do a better job of communicating. I want to speak on this. I'm gonna go right into it as well. Now, it's a lot of men out there on child support. Let me start off by saying this right here. Child support is a real thing. Men, do we like, let me, how should I say it? I just keep it real with us. Yes, some of us supposed to be on child support. Yes, some of us supposed to be on child support, because, like, the bare minimum just ain't enough, and it shouldn't take no system to make you be a man or make you be a father. It shouldn't take it, but unfortunately, that's the ropes of it all. That's the ropes of it all. I get it. Some of us have baby mamas that don't understand a lot of things. They don't understand. They flip out. They get mad, and that child support, it plays a factor. It drags you. It drags you. It's modern day slavery, and it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's a real thing, man. I don't. It's funny because, like, I like to say this right here, like, women, like, think about this before y'all go out, and this ain't for all women. This is for the women that don't understand, the women that look and see what you got. What like look and see what type of father your child has before you go out and just put the system in y'all business. It's because it's a hurtful thing, Women, I always like to say this right here. How would you feel if you doing the best that you can be doing with your child? You like you giving it your all, and you going to work, you putting in 40, 60 hours a week at a job, and man, when you go get that paycheck, and you might have a bill or bills that's due, and when you go get that paycheck, man, you see them folk on deducted half of your paycheck, man. Like, it's a sickening feeling. It's a sickening feeling. And like I say, I don't want to say men don't deserve to be on child support. Yes, a lot of men deserve to be on child support, but it's a lot of men out there that's on this stuff, and it ain't even fair. It's not fair at all. Let me say this as well. Let me say this well. Do men also deserve a second chance? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. I'm one of them people that, because I was a teen parent, I've been on child support since I was 16 years of age. 16 years of age. Granted, some of that has been my fault. Some of that has been my fault. 37 years old now. Me personally, the man that I am today, I think I'm a great father. I'm a teacher. I spend time. I'm present. I've always um showed up and celebrated. I'm dependable. When it comes to the mother of my kids, I'm respectful. Whatever they may need, I'm in that corner. Straight teamwork. This ain't about me, but I want to just say this. I feel as I am one of those fathers that deserve a second chance out here. Will I get it? Don't matter. All I know is I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna handle my business regardless. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna change the way I look on things or how I treat my daughter or any of my kids. It's not gonna change that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But mothers, I do believe in second chances when it comes to this child support stuff. Once again, we do a better job of understanding each other as far as co-parents, and some of this stuff we ain't even got to be going through no more. We ain't even got to be going through it no more. Men, step up. Step up to the plate. It's just that simple. It's hard, it's challenging, but these are some of the things that you have to prepare yourself for when you land down with a woman. Like, when you thinking with your head and not your head, go ahead and start preparing for whatever comes with it. Blood, sweat, and tears. Because there's a lot that goes into being a parent. It's a lot that goes into you can't tell that woman what to do with her body. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't believe in that woman coming back telling me she pregnant, and I'm saying, well, I don't want to keep it. I don't believe in that. I just don't believe in it. That's her body. Those are her beliefs or whatever she may believe in, and she's entitled to do whatever she want with her body. If that woman, if you ask her to lay down and she give you permission to lay down, you need to be willing to take what comes with that. And it's just that simple. You can't say, man, I don't want no child. I ain't ready for no child. You was ready to lay down, though. It don't work like that. So be prepared, fellas, in those situations. What comes with it? Man up, whatever comes with it, be willing to take it head on. Be willing to take it head on. Um, Put your feet on the concrete, poke your chest out, and go get it. Let's start in the sense of going back to co-parenting. Let's start taking each other lifestyle and problems into consideration. Well, we can make it easier for this child. Man, you look up sometime, man, all we've done with each other when it comes to mother and father is argue and disagree, no understanding, slander. And a lot of it too, whether it's man or whether it's woman, man, a lot of this stuff be jealousy. A lot of it be jealousy. A lot of it be jealous. Men, your baby mama done moved on, got with a better man, has got you better. Women, your baby daddy don't want you no more. You see him out fresh doing his thing, having some money on, having some fun, is running you crazy. That he won't be the father of your child that you would like for him to be the father of your child, like for what you would like for him to be. It don't really work like that. Like it don't really work like that. Let that man be the type of father that he want to be, especially if he's being a good father. You can't make him be the type of man or father that you've been looking for your whole life. You can't do that. Because a lot of us, come from single parent households too. A lot of y'all women, the same way a lot of us men growed up without a father, a lot of y'all women growed up without a father as well. And you've always, and now you've been chasing the feeling of the type of father that you would like to have in your life, and you're putting that off that feeling off on your child. Man, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. If you know that man is giving 100% to the situation, be thankful, because it's some men out here that ain't about nothing. It's some real men out here that's pathetic. That ain't about nothing. These folk making these children a real deal disappearing, walking past their children, won't speak to their children. Man, it's it like and it's pathetic. Those are the guys that deserve to be on that paperwork. I don't have no sympathy for them. I don't have no sympathy for them at all. Co-parenting is a partnership. It's a partnership. Where you lack at, I'll pick up the slack at. It's just that simple. It's understanding. Once again, we don't have to be disagreeing. We ain't got to be beefing. Fathers, understand your child is a living person. The mother of your child ain't got to be calling you, telling that this human being is growing, and it grows every day, and it needs water, food, it needs shoes, clothes, it needs shelter. They shouldn't have to be chasing you down for these type of things. Just understand, and especially if you're a seasoned father. Now, first time father, I know you're gonna go through some things, especially if you're young. I know you're gonna go through some things, but if you're a seasoned father, and if you even a man that had a father, the same things and the same love that your father showed you, and make sure it's reciprocated through your child. It's just that simple. Be there for that child at all times. Be there for the child, man. Mothers, if you got bitter bones or bitter feelings, a bitter heart, understand that this ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with this man being a man and being a father to his child. Get out the way and let the man do what he do. Get out the way and let the man do what he do. You ain't got to be dragging the man name through the mud or assassinating his character. Let this man be a man. Whatever y'all had, whatever differences y'all had, let this man do what he do. You put it to the side and let the man show up and show out. Once again, co-parenting is a partnership. Y'all be there for each other, for this kid. Y'all ain't got to like each other, but you damn sure got to respect each other. You got to respect each other, and it's just that simple. Fellas, step up to the plate. No matter what, step up to the plate. Be there for that support. Be somebody that child can depend on. Yes, the same way that mother sacrifices her life and build her schedule around that child life. Unfortunately, father, 50%. You got to do the same with your 50%. I don't care what it may be. I don't care what job you got. You're working or how your schedule might look. You got to be able to uphold your 50%. Be able to build your life, build your schedule around supporting that child. Around supporting that child. I know some of y'all professions might be a little bit more time worthy, but unfortunately, when that kid comes into this world, a lot of that type of stuff change. You're not first no more. No job is not first no more. None of that. The child comes first. Be able to be there when the mother of your child calls. Be able to be somebody that them folks can depend on. Yes, your child gonna need shoes, clothes, daycare. That is y'all responsibility. It ain't her responsibility. That is y'all responsibility. Fathers, that child gonna need shoes. That child gonna need clothes. It's just a phone call away. Understand, most of y'all, these children grow up, man. You don't even know what size shoe your child wear. Put it in your phone somewhere. Text your mother's texting the sizes. Fathers, look at the text. Go to Walmart, go to Ross online, wherever you be copping the shoes and clothes from. Contribute to that child, man. Contribute, both of y'all, and put the childish things aside. Put the childish ways aside. Put the negativity aside. Nobody got to be jealous of nobody. Nobody got to be feeling a way towards nobody. Let's do it for the child. Let's do it for the child. It's just that simple. Let's show up for these kids. Because at the end of the day, these kids is all we got. And 9 times out of 10, we're all they got. And we got to start putting our differences aside and making the child a priority. So we can make sure that we're raising the best men when these boys turn into men. We can make sure we're raising the best women when these little ladies turn into women. We're making sure that these folks know how to go out here into this world as young adults and conduct themselves the right way. It takes two. It takes two. I mean, it takes a village, but it definitely takes the two that's obligated to be doing it. But it definitely takes a village, man, in raising these kids. Got to do a better job at this co-parenting thing. Got to do a better job of sacrificing and understanding or communicate with each other. All this getting online and bashing each other and throwing each other up under the bus and not respecting each other. Like, I don't see this. Like, this is me personally. This is me personally. I'm not disrespecting the mother of my kids. Not behind her back or not publicly. These are the mother of my kids. No matter what type of differences we've ever had, I'm not finna be disrespecting the mother of my kids. Like, she carried my child for 9 months. She carried my child for 9 months. And yes, women, when it comes to men, we don't want to be disrespected neither. We don't want to be disrespected. For the ones that deserve to be disrespected, I understand it. But for the most part, the men that's a trying father, that's showing up, that's trying, please, lady, be able to look into this man's heart, be able to look into this man's lifestyle and have compassion for the man and see that the man actually trying. Because guess what? A lot of us men out here is growing up being men, being father to something that we don't even have a clue to. We ain't have no father teaching us how to be a man or teaching us how to be a father. Man, society is raising us and has raised us to be a father, to be a man. Yeah, it's taking a little, it's gonna take a little longer when you out here on your own, learning it on your own. Most women, this parenting thing becomes second nature to y'all because y'all actually grew up with y'all mother and y'all seen how mother's supposed to parent, supposed to act. Now, a lot of y'all mothers might have some different parenting skills or different parenting lifestyle, but for the most part, if you was raised by your mother or grandmother, these folks taught you love. These folks gave you support. These folks showed up for you, man. Do you know how hard it is for a man to be a man with no direction? Not like the importance of having a father, especially a man, the importance, man, man, that shit almost important and like it's almost more important than keeping a job and making sure some money in your pocket. It is very important for a man to raise a man just for these type of things. I don't know. I like, for the longest, and that go for a lot of us men. For the longest, man, we ain't had no clue on how to be no man. We waking up every day, no father figure in the house, not seeing what it's like to actually be a man and get up, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm gonna pay all the bills. I'ma handle this, I'ma handle that. Man, come on, man. It's a lot of guys out here grew up mama's boys, straight suckers. And all of that stuff plays. And I'm gonna say this: when you can't be a good man, it's challenging for you to be a good father, and it's vice versa with y'all women. When y'all can't, when you can't be a good woman, it's hard for you to be a great mother. So just think about the challenges most men go through out here because they didn't have a father figure in their lives. They don't even know how to be a man, so how they gonna be a father? Yes, I hate to say it like this, but give time and give grace. This stuff takes time. Now, I mean, it don't mean lollygag, but make sure you actually put in the effort and putting the work in of what it takes to be a great man so you can be a great father. Because time waits for no man. You got to get out there. When that child come into this world, man, that child needs you immediately. It needs you. It's thing that you have to show that child in ways that it's way that you got to show up. You're obligated to show up because it's things that child need that no other human beings on this earth can get them except for mama and daddy. So yeah, co-parenting. Let's do a better job of understanding each other. Like let's do a job of like a better job of communicating. Man, it's men and women out here that got kids together, and especially like if the kid is still in school or whatever it may be, between the ages of birth and I want to say 15, even 18. Let me just say that, but I'm gonna say between the ages of birth and 18, it's no way we going 5, 6 years without speaking to each other, to the mother of our kids. Like how? It's so much stuff that goes into raising this young teenager or raising this young adult. It's so much stuff that goes into that. We got to do a better job. A lot of this, a lot of co-parenting issues is finances. It's finances. I don't think we'll have no co-parenting issues if if we all was millionaires. If we all was millionaires, I don't think we have no co-parenting issues. But and cause truth of the matter is like now, granted, I know some of this stuff is about time spent as well, but man, 80% of this stuff come from like a man not being able to financially provide for their child to the mother's like. That's what 80% of this co-parenting stuff come from. Yes, women care about time, but them folk care about that money too. Like them folk want you to be there with that money on. And if you don't, that's where the problem set in. That you can't be a broke father and a father that don't spend time. Like it's just a disaster waiting to happen. And no, you got to have both. Don't take one or the other. But I feel sure. Uh, I raised my kids from a distance. I always showed up when it was time to show up, but I've raised my kids from a distance. But one thing about it, two things for sure, I've been there financially. On the mother of my kids ain't gonna never be able to tell you that. That was a plus for me. But um, even me not showing up, it weighs on me. It have weighed on me at times. So let's make sure we're doing our part, fathers. Let's make sure we're overdoing our part as well. That child lives with that woman, and there's a lot that goes into that child waking up in her house every day, step from step. It's a lot that goes into it. So take that into consideration, fellas. Make sure that we're giving these people the proper help that they deserve and that they need as well. Yeah. But co-parenting. If y'all have want like you want to debate about anything, I'm not really too much a debater, but I hear you out and we go back and forth because in our community, like I said, I want to get some of this negativity out of it. Let's start rewriting once again. Let's start rewriting the books differently on co-parenting and how we can make that child better. Like let's make sure we're raising real kings and queens out here in this world. Like it's time for that. I don't like. I'm big on our youth. I don't want to see these kids crashing. I want to see these kids prospering and being everything that God have put these kids on this earth to be. Like these kids should not be going to jail at no 21 years old. They should not be dying. Our young ladies shouldn't be getting pregnant at 16, 15 years old. And nah, man, nah. We need these kids to be focused through high school and understand the importance of college and go out and and build their dream life and build their dream life. And they're gonna take both of the parents that created them. Both of the parents that created them. Like we got let's just start everybody start doing our part. We ain't in competition with nobody. I don't want us to keep our mothers, and I will say this because I've seen this a lot. Mothers, let's stop making these fathers like have financial relationships with these kids as well too. Oh, ask your daddy, ask your daddy, ask your daddy, man. Look, especially if your dad is if the daddy is doing what he's supposed to be doing. Every time that kid call, it don't need to be for no money because guess what? You building financial relationships. The moment the father say no and he ain't got it, your mood changed, mother. The kid see that your mood have changed. Now that kid mood and feelings start to change towards the father as well. And if when the kid develop an identity, now he feel like, well, I don't see my mama respecting my dad, so I don't have to respect my dad, or I have to respect him to a certain extent because he told me no, however that may go. Like I see that. Like let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Like let's continue to co-parent better. And for both parents, is there's no limitations on, especially when you're active father and you active parents. Like there's no limitations on how we can parent the kid. Like mama, stay out of my business, especially when it comes to my sons and I'm raising my sons. Hey man, stay out of my business. Let me handle this. You ain't never been a boy before, so I don't expect you to understand how to be a boy. You ain't never been a man before, so I don't expect you to ever understand how to be a man. And daddies, show up the right way with your daughters. Love your daughters the same way you love your son. Spend you some time. Guess what? I got a young daughter, and I don't know nothing about gymnastics and chilling, and it be hot out there. But guess what? Just to show as my son was out there playing football, running that football, and I'm cheering and on because I like football. I'm finna sit my behind down and cheer on my daughter while she out there and chill with her while she out there with that chilling stuff and all that type of stuff. That I'm finna support her to the fullest. I'm gonna be there regardless. So fathers, make sure we're loving daughter and son equally, all the way around the table, supporting daughter and son equally, all the way around the table. Mothers, let us be men. Let us handle our business. Y'all ain't got to be bitter towards us. Fellas, you see that woman over there? She a good mother, good woman, breaking her back, the sacrifices she's making for your child. You break your back and make sacrifices for that child too, equally, equally. Let's start doing that, fellas. Let's start showing up. When events come, don't depend on the mother to call you or nah, understand, yes, your son having prom. Yes, your son birthday. Yes, your daughter is celebrating her birthday, Christmas coming. She going to prom. Step up to the plate, call that woman. Hey, is there anything I seen such and such finna get ready to go to prom or whatever it may be? How can I contribute? Step up to the plate, fathers. It's just that simple. And all this co-parenting stuff could be just that much simple. It could be just that much simple. We ain't got to continue to be beefing with each other and disliking each other. We ain't got to do that. Let's start having more respect for each other, not just behind our back, but in front of our faces. Baby mama, baby daddy, when y'all see each other, don't put your head down. Y'all speak. Hey, how you doing? How little Timmy been doing? How my baby been doing in school? I went out there to the school and this what they said was going on. Like, what can we do together to get this child on the right track or whatever it may be. However it may be, let's come together and let's handle the business for the child. And that's today's topic, co-parenting. Hey, y'all tune in into this episode right here, co-parenting. This is Beyond the Ego, the podcast. You're rocking with your boy Q Will. Y'all look me up on social media. My IG is gutter underscore 88, and that's GUDDA underscore 88. Facebook, my real name, Quintavious Williams. TikTok, Beyond the Ego podcast. Y'all stay tuned. Continue to rock with me. Like, share, comment. Let's continue to run these things. Let's continue to run these numbers up. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Also, man, continue to enjoy your life and love your life as well. Make yourself better every day. Men, make yourself better. Get up. Start hitting this gym too, man. Let's start hitting this gym. Good vitamins. Drink plenty of water. Eat healthy. Um, when it comes to us, like I said, all of us parenting, the best ability is availability. So let's make sure we're able to be out here to support these kids the right way. Let's do that. Let's get our mind right. I'ma say it every time. Let's open up us a book, fellas. Let's open up us a book. Open the book up. Read your book. It's time for us to get smarter. Knowledge is power. It's time for us to get wiser. We're older now. Mothers, yes, I'm finna say it. Let's stop bouncing your ass like your friends do. It's time, especially when you're a certain age. We don't want to see you bounce your ass like your friends do. I don't want to see you shooting birds no more. We don't want to see that. We tired of every time we get on these apps, your ass is out. We don't want to see it. You got kids, you got daughters. We don't want to see it. Respect yourself more. And on top of that, have more respect for your kids. It's just that simple. Have more respect for your kids. But yeah, man, you tuned in into Beyond the Ego. It's your boy Q Will. Great episode today. Y'all chime in. I love y'all. I'm signing out. Gonna get ready to enjoy my weekend. Yeah.